Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Formal education is standard, structured, and systematic education. It's what you learn in schools and colleges. There's nothing wrong with formal education, but it's designed to get you a job or make you a living. It's not designed to make you financially free or mentally strong. It's designed to keep you part of the system. There are limits to how far you can go with formal education. It's for people who want limited risk and not much responsibility. Self-education knows no limits, and that's why it has the potential to make you a fortune. Self-education can not only make you a fortune, but it can also make you fulfilled, because it gives you the choice to educate yourself on things that will enhance the quality of your life. Think of all the greatest entrepreneurs of today and in history. These are self-educated people. They're all likely formally educated as well, but for all successful people, self-education never ends. Not after school, not after success or failure. Life is the classroom, and the only goal is to learn and to grow every day. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. The major question to ask is not, what am I getting here? The major question to ask is, what am I becoming here? It's never the material success that gives us the most value. It's the self-pride that comes when you extend yourself. It's not the money or the house that will bring you joy. It's the pride in knowing you earned the money and the house. That's where the value is, and you won't get anything more until you become more. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's life plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. If you're waiting for others to hand you success, you'll be waiting with your hand out until your dying day. If you want anything in life, the responsibility falls on only one person, and that person is you. No one owes you anything. If you want it, you must plan for it, sacrifice for it, and work for it. Don't wait for anyone to give you a handout or a magic map to achieve the life you want. You have to educate and execute your own life plan to live the life you want to live. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Nothing worthwhile is built overnight. The overnight success is a myth. But one thing that can change instantly is your attitude. You can decide in an instant that your life will change. And if you keep that promise to yourself, that could be the moment that everything does change. You can decide enough is enough. You can decide no more. You can decide from this moment. It only takes a moment. If you're not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Life is a risk. It's a risk to turn down a safe job to go after your dreams. The risk is failure, embarrassment, suffering. But perhaps the greater risk is taking the option that will almost certainly lead to regret down the track. Regret is almost guaranteed when you choose an easy option that is far less than your potential or less than the quality of life you dreamed for yourself. Every great success story on this earth was a great risk taker. Great rewards can only come following great risks. You can't win the raffle unless you have a ticket, and in the game of success, the ticket is risk. It is putting yourself out there, putting your fears and reputation on the line, knowing there is a possibility of failure and being brave enough to try anyway. If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree. Many people complain about their situation when they have the power to change it. Whether the change is going to be comfortable or not, if you have the power to change and you want to change, change. Perhaps the greatest destruction of the human spirit is when we go against our own intuition. Worse is when we go against our intuition, then complain and blame others for our situation. If you want to change, change. Take responsibility for where you are and trust you have the capabilities to learn and grow enough to get where you want to go. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Don't say, if I could, I would. Say, if I can, I will. When it comes to how we live our lives, all of us have two choices. We can choose to take control of the day, get on the front foot, and believe we can change our reality, or we can be at the mercy of circumstance, believing we can only respond to reality. Great people, happy people, Successful people take control of the day. They take control of each moment and try to create a better next moment in each and every action they take. Mentality is everything. You really do decide how reality is served to you. Do you create your own reality, or do you wait for life or circumstances to tell you what kind of day you're going to have? We must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret or disappointment. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. For every disciplined effort, there is a multiple reward. There perhaps is no greater single word when it comes to achievement, growth, success, and even happiness. Discipline is everything. And in discipline, there are many rewards. Those with the discipline to follow through consistently are those who will succeed in the end. The discipline to say no when you need to, the discipline to say yes when you don't want to, the discipline to work hard, the discipline to be consistent in all areas of your life. It's not the huge actions that matter long term. It's the tiny but frequent daily disciplines compounded over years that will lead to your greatest success. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. It's pretty straightforward, uninteresting, and unexciting. And that is precisely why most people give up. It's the consistency that brings success, not the magic. There are no secrets. Just keep showing up every day, improving, growing, and adding value, and eventually you will be rewarded. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Most people wish life were easier, but life only gets easier when you push yourself to be better. Don't even wish you were better. Be prepared to work for your better. Be prepared to earn your better. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. And now we come to the most important piece: happiness, fulfillment, emotional stability. Happiness, says Jim Rohn, is not something you postpone for the future. You don't put it off for one day when I get that car, or when I am a millionaire or billionaire, or attract that one person into my life. Happiness is something you design, something you decide for the present, for right now. You decide every day to be happy by the choices you make. Every day you decide what kind of day you are going to have by the time you allocate. Are you rushing out the door, stressed and agitated? Or are you making time for gratitude, meditation, learning things that make you feel good, things that keep your mind on the positive? One day will never come if your primary goals are materialistic, because one day always turns into more and never enough. Decide you have enough, live and feel like you have more than enough, and life will always deliver to you more. Decide that the primary importance of your life is not material things, but feelings. How you feel should always be the most important, because that is why people chase material things in the first place. They think they will feel better having them. Just decide to feel better first. Then you will always have enough. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. An important message in a world where not many seem to care what enters their body. Of equal importance to your mental health is your physical health, and they're often inseparable. For a truly quality life, treat your body like you would the greatest love of your life. Feed it with nutrients that will make you feel alive, giving you more energy to live the life you deserve to live. Some people plant in the spring and leave in the summer. If you've signed up for a season, see it through. You don't have to stay forever, but at least stay until you see it through. If you've signed up for a better life, see it through. If you've signed up for a successful business, see it through. Don't quit before your success starts to come into season. If you've signed up for a healthier, stronger body, see it through. It takes more than one season to create a great life. Whatever you're going through, see it through. Character is a quality that embodies many important traits such as integrity, courage, perseverance, confidence, and wisdom. Unlike your fingerprints that you are born with and can't change, character is something that you create within yourself and must take responsibility for changing. We're affected by how we feel first, by what we know and the decisions we make second, and by attitude. How we feel about the past is crucial. It's how you feel about the past. You've got to have a good attitude about the past. Use it as a school, not a club. Don't beat yourself to death with your past failures, losses, and falls. Let the past be a schoolmaster to teach you, not to threaten you. Next, how you feel about the future is equally important. Set your goals. The promise of the future is an awesome force to affect your life. Without a well-designed future, you take hesitant steps. Appreciate everything with all its ups and downs, with all its mystery of why it works and sometimes doesn't work. Don't challenge this. Just seek more knowledge, more ideas. A few errors in judgment repeated every day for 1 month. Start the weakness. Start the disaster process. You can imagine what happens in 6 years. Here's the formula for success. A few simple disciplines practiced every day. The formula for success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. What are you not doing that would be easy to do and greatly change your health, your wealth? If you start that process to eliminate errors and replace them with disciplines, you can start a whole new life immediately after today. You don't ever have to be the same again, only by choice. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but unfortunately, you can't get more time. Don't waste any of your days. Not for anybody, not for anything. Inspiration. That's a mystery. Some people are inspired and some are not. Some things I don't try to figure out. I take the simple approach. Some people do and some people don't. Some change and some don't. And if you've been around for a while, you can usually work out the numbers. Here's what locks up the doors and channels to receive more. Cynicism. That locks you away, preventing you from learning more. Being a cynic about the past, the future, the marketplace, the people, institutions, setup, yourself, cynical about your chances. That locks away all the chances for stuff to flow your way. Don't be a follower, be a student. Take advice, but not orders. Take information, but don't let somebody order your life. Make sure what you do is the product of your own conclusion. The learning process is powerful. Your learning curve can go up by processing ideas and then applying them to your life, your business, your family, conversations, equities of all kinds, philosophy to form your philosophy. Each person's personal philosophy is the major factor in how your life works out. It's not what happens that determines the major part of your future. It's what you do about it. If you will start that process of change, do something different the next 90 days than you did the last 90 days. You'll start doing different things with the same circumstances. You've attracted what you have at the moment by the person you've become. If you want to have more, you simply have to become more. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems. Wish for more skills. Start working on yourself, making personal changes, and everything will change for you. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you do that, it will turn your life around. Work on your philosophy, your attitude, your personality, your language, your communication skills, and all your abilities. If you start making those personal changes, everything will change for you.